Today we're looking at KWI's brand new boiler simulator that's going to help students feel like they are in the real world. So let's check it out. So what this simulator is it simulates a boiler, like a coal-fired boiler or a natural gas boiler, and running through these tubes is high pressure water that gets turned into steam that creates power for your home. So whenever our students go to a job, a boiler job, they will be crawling around in one of these, welding these tubes and welding these pipes. So over here we have a header, and this header has the main water, and then it puts the water through these tubes. So a lot of the times the tubes get rusted or corroded, or a piece of metal or debris flies in and damages the tubes. So whenever you go for a tube job, you go in, cut the tubes out, and replace them. And so a lot of times our students have to be in tight situations welding. So as you can see here on a job, you may have to cut these panels out and weld like this, or you may have to cut these panels out and you'll be welding like this. So a lot of the times you're crawling on your knees and on your hands. And so that's what we tried to do with this simulator. We tried to simulate what it'll be like in the real world welding on a boiler. Over here, we have a 2-inch section that we cut out of this header to put in a coupon. So a student can place their coupon here and weld it. Now, as you can tell, there is no way to get under it unless you crawl over it, crawl under, or come from this side and crawl under. So you have to crawl under to weld the bottom, and you have to be up here to weld the top, just like you would be in the real world. Okay, so now let's crawl into the boiler. So this right here is a boiler manway. A lot of the times, whenever you're on jobs, you'll have to go through one of these just to get inside the boiler. So let's check it out. So this is mimicking what the inside of a boiler looks like. These are water walls, and this is the slope panels, okay? So we're still, working on it, and it's not done yet, but whenever it's finished, there will be a basket right here that lifts you up to work on these panels, because when you're working on these panels in the boiler, they can be anywhere in the spectrum of the whole boiler. So let's say you got to cut out a panel. That might be 100 feet up in the air. The way that you work on these water walls in boilers is they'll take a man basket with a cable, and they'll lift you up or lift you down to work on certain sections in the boiler. So as you can see over here, we have a section cut out that we're going to put coupons in and weld them. And we may cut sections out of here and show students how to use a mill hog, how to prep and fit panels into the boiler simulator. So that's KWI's boiler simulator, and that simulator is going to give the students the best possible opportunity for learning how boilers work. And after working in this boiler simulator, our students are going to be able to go to the job and feel really comfortable in a boiler, because they know what the atmosphere is like, how it operates, and how the tubes go in and how everything works, making them a whole lot more comfortable and a better employee, instead of having someone who's never been in a boiler and they're just kind of clueless on how boilers operate and work.